All right, welcome everybody. This is going to be a recap here for this Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Man, what a great day. You know, I mentioned yesterday that I was looking forward to this week because there's always that one big day when everything kind of hits, and this may have been today. I mean, if it happens again tomorrow, I'm certainly not going to complain, but typically we have this one really big day, and things start quieting down as we move into the holiday weekend. But that being said, let's look and see what we did today. So did well on the indices. I traded the Russell and the mini Dow. Now the mini Dow, same kind of trade, so we're just going to go over the mini Russell. Started off this morning with a sell. I did come in during the first 30 minutes before I actually moved over to Discord, and that was a short. It was an HF1 short. Did right after the opening, it did hit a target. I went ahead and exited and took profit. Then shortly thereafter, about 30 minutes or so later, we had a nice little HF2 buy. All right, and I rode that thing for 9, 10, 11, almost 2 hours. Finally took an exit at this upper target. Had quite a few targets, and everything was just running up, so I just let it go, and finally did get out. Did I leave some on the table? I did. Obviously I did, but that's okay. I mean, you know, we don't want to get greedy in here. You know, once it starts hitting my targets, you know, I really want to step aside. I don't need to catch all of it, right? We don't want to do that. A lot of times we hold on too long, you know, we give a lot of that back. Didn't really want to do that today. So nice trade on the mini Russell. Also nice trade on the mini Dow. Also had a really good day in stocks. Let's take a look at our stocks. All right, let's take a look at the two that I made this morning. Now both of these did come in before the opening bell. This particular one, GLC, was a buy. A little disappointed. It really got kind of thin. It would pick up, then it got thin. Once again, I was just trying to make it to the open to see if we had that explosion. Unfortunately, we did not. It came right before the opening bell. And then we had this sharp pull down, and then it finally did come up and hit a couple of my targets. And I did have this one sitting up here. But once it hit the second target and pulled back, it was just really thin. I didn't like the spread. I went ahead and got out, made just a little bit on GLC. But I also traded this morning before the opening bell was BIG, B-I-G. Let's look at BIG. All right, so let's take a look at BIG here. BIG, once again, did get in before the opening bell. Carried this for over 30 minutes here, just waiting to see. I mean, it held up very well. I did hit some of my upper targets even before the opening bell. And I had this one. I didn't have anything beyond this. I didn't really look beyond to see if anything else developed. But these last few came in right before the opening. I was getting some new targets. But nonetheless, had this little push up right here right before the opening bell. Now, this gray area is pre-opening. And then everything after that, of course, is going to be after the 9:30 Eastern opening bell. And you can see it started off with a really nice run. I really thought that this thing was going to go. But when it failed like this and it pushed down really hard and it came back and went ahead, and I was able to get out of BIG and did pretty well on BIG. I missed, obviously, all of this, but I didn't try to get back into it, nor did I even look at it again. So once I got out of it, I was out of it, okay? I didn't want to jump back in because I was afraid that you were going to get this burst up and then it was going to fail again. I just let it go. I didn't jump back into BIG. So overall, I did trade quite a few other stocks. TSHA was a nice one as well. BIG obviously was a really nice trade. ICCT, which I didn't even go over. ICCT was also a nice runner. Now ICCT came in a little bit later, but they had a really nice run. I liked ICCT. Had a lot going for it. You had some good volume coming in. You had some nice patterns setting up. Several levels. We had Einstein was showing several different targets, which I really like. And when we were looking at order flow, definitely you could see those buyers coming in and didn't seem to have a whole lot of resistance against it. So we did pretty well on ICCT. I mean, everything was working. There's GLG, which was my very first trade of the day. Once again, $4. And then, of course, VCIG, which I like, and I pulled a little bit out of that. So overall, not a bad day. Obviously, the big winner was going to be on the mini Russell and the mini Dow. Once again, indices are my favorites. I love trading indices because I've been doing it my whole career. So love indices, and overall, great day. So typically, like I said, is this going to be the big day, before we go into the weekend? And it may be. But once again, we've got a couple good days left here. So I always love trading on Thursdays. Wednesdays sometimes can be really good. Who knows? Are we going to get some more follow through? Maybe so. We'll just have to wait and see what shows up in the morning. I can usually tell by the way that I run my scans. I look at my watch list. If I have a ton of stocks on there, typically tends to be a really good day. If I only have a few, then it's kind of iffy, okay? So just a kind of a heads up, whatever kind of scan that you use, and most people are using, they're using scanners to come up with watch lists. Typically, the more opportunities you have with different stocks, chances are that that it's going to end up being a good day. So anyway, so we'll just see what happens tomorrow. But anyway, what a great day today. Felt really good about everything. Everything was just kicking today. And we'll play it out for the next 2 days and see how it goes. I'm going to be cautious. I don't want to get too crazy with it because I feel like maybe we had the one good day today. But like I said, we may be surprised, maybe have another one or two of them. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it. Everybody have a good night. And hopefully you can join us first thing tomorrow morning. Take care.